Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for animating on. I'm glad to be online today, mainly because love is beautiful. Love pushes me restlessly. Like, the relentlessness is just love. It keeps coming to me, and the truth is, ADHD is not something I can wake up and change. If you're loving my nice haircut, it cost 1.5 now. Something that was less 500 some just last year to have this kind of haircut because I'm always going for this kind of haircut. Basically, why I used to like just take out the edges is because of ADHD. ADHD makes me a hyper receiver, intense receiver. So if you understand, everything about you is always receiving message, and our hair is an extension of our nervous system. Some people will say it's an attachment to the nervous system, but the thing is, it's still connected. That connection that it has with the nervous system is there. There's a connection that flows out vibration. And so my hair is very sensitive in receiving information. And so when it's close to my ears, right, I sense, I feel it more intense. Like I feel it's like you feel all the messages at once. And so I just make sure there's no hair around my ears and around my neck area so that if I bend my head backwards, I don't sense that intensity. It's like electric. It's like very sensitive. The way it's just like when your nerve comes out of your finger. If you've ever had that kind of experience from Wicklow, there was a time when there was a time I did cement work, and because I love to be raw when I work out, like when I'm working at all, I love to be interactive with what I'm working with. So I was using my bare hand to mix the cement, and I had a wound on my finger at the edge that I created. God will help me. So I felt if I finish, I'll just wash my hand and everything will be okay. Right? There was no really big deal for me in my head. Well, to my surprise, the constant chopping of the cement on my raw nerve brought it out because the nerve is the most sensitive part of our body, and this is what we really need to understand about this topic we're having today. The nerve is the most sensitive part of our body that is connected to all our being. Love as power, the source, the forgotten source, right? Love as power, the forgotten source. That's the topic. But you really need to understand how this your system operates because our system operates on our nerves. Like your nervous system is what makes you move everything about you. And yes, about my finger, it was chaotic. I I learned a lot from that experience because just a little wound. If I carry my hand up, I would feel as if I want to go mad. If I carry my hand down, I couldn't. I literally was sleeping with my hand suspended in the air. That was an experience that I can't forget. That really brought to my consciousness how our nervous system is constantly connected to source. That's why the topic love as power, the forgotten source. Our nervous system is always receiving from source, and whatever is receiving is based off a frequency that already exists. There are so many frequencies in the air presently. Everything is happening now, right? And the frequency that you would find yourself on is determined by what you are vibrating. And it's very good for you to know that love is the most powerful force in all of existence. Love is all of existence in expression. There is nothing that is more important than love because love is everything. And that's why I make love everything to me. Like, as much as it's good to get busy in having a business, once you put that business above how a human being feeling, like if you put a business above a human, you're only going to destroy that business because you are putting a business above love. Because we humans, we are love, and we all bow to love. How do we bow to love? We bow to love by always doing everything we can to feel good. We like a girl, we go and meet her. The feeling of being with her feels good. We like some nice sneakers, or a nice car, or a nice watch, or a nice coat. Anything at all you fancy, you like, you love, it feels good, and that's why you get it. That getting it unites you with that particular thing. So you understand that that is an expression of love because love is the only bond for human. It's the only thing that attracts. It is because it is what holds all of existence together. Even though we look so far apart. And for me, this is why my twin flame that I sense based on my blessed gift of ADHD, because it is this my blessed gift of ADHD that helps me sense my twin flame. If I don't think I'll be able to sense my twin flame if I didn't have that blessed gift. The way I sense her, it's so intense. And aside my blessed gifts, there's something called quantum entanglement. Right? But let us not go into my twin flame. But yes, the only reason why I sense things is because I have an hyper focused nervous system. And this is love as power. Now, for every human being, we are unique and different. We will always be unique and different because love never repeats a form. That is why some people don't believe in reincarnation because they don't believe this physical body will come back. And the truth is, it is true. This physical body can never come back. Your physical body can never come back in this form. If you die, you will never come back in this physical form. If you die right now and you are to reincarnate, you will come in a different form. That's just the truth about reincarnation. Reincarnation is not about a physical body coming back. It's about a consciousness of mind. Because that consciousness of mind, thank you, infinite intelligence, for animating all there is, for flowing through me, for flowing through all, for making this possible right now. Thank you. See, that essence of what makes you who you are is your conscious mind. And this conscious mind is attached to a soul that can reincarnate into different forms. It can transform into as many forms as possible. And that consciousness, it grows because the more you incarnate, the more you gain soul knowledge. You grow in love because whatever you have learned, your experiences teach you something of how to love deeper. So, for us that understand this, we really need to understand that it is because you are love that you feel. Even because we are love that we incarnate, because love is trying to purify itself. I'm purified with fire. I'm consecrated. I'm purified with water. I'm consecrated with fire. Whatever it is, love would always come back to remove every particle. It's like, when you want to get the best of gold, you need to keep hitting it. You need to burn it till all the dirt goes away and all that remains is pure gold. That's what all love is doing by reincarnation. The process of reincarnation is the purification of love to remove attachment because as love beings, we get so intense in what we love so much that we are attached to it, that we feel we can't live without it. But the truth is, the only thing you can't live without is love. Because when love stops flowing through you, you're gone. Like, there's nothing again. It's just about this love flowing through us. And love is trying to remember itself. Someone said, I read, or either the two, that life is lived backwards. I never really understood it at first until I grew conscious of the fact that we are just remembering what already has happened when we increase in consciousness. It's already happened that love has won. Love wins. Love is light. It is the radiation of love that generates that light that shines, that is called a star. And you can understand that man is a star. Man is shining consciousness. It's that shining radiation that is love, that is conscious. It is always listening, always receiving, always emotion, always living. And this brings back my point of my nervous system. Our nervous system is what interacts directly to spirits. It's always receiving from spirits. It's that creates an orbit of what some people understand as a bagel or a donut, right? That keeps circulating around our being. It's taking information from how we feel out to love and back into us. Whatever we feel we draw to ourselves. And the thing is, the drawing back to ourselves is double because love is everything. So it draws everything on the frequency you are on back to you. And the frequency you are on is determined by your vibration, what you are vibrating. So that vibration is key to what frequency you find yourself. So you can't be on a frequency that is low and be vibrating high. They are two different things because energy will really flow where attention goes. Attention is what we express of the consciousness as a point because the consciousness is always at the point in our DNA. That's the crazy thing. Our DNA isn't separate from source. Our DNA is source, and source is rooted in our DNA. So the more we understand it, the more we see love as power because we are always receiving from source, always receiving from source every single time. And everything we receive is determined by our vibration that places us on a particular frequency. Because there's always a frequency that exists. There's always a frequency. It's just what are you vibrating on that puts you in the position of frequency. And so if you understand this, you understand that love is the highest vibrating body and it's our deepest strength. It is why if we change our attention on love, if we change our attention to love, we change our vibrations to a frequency of love that is one with all of existence. So we're receiving all the beautiful things that love can possibly give. And this is why I'm calling all star seeds because all star seeds are love seed. Because star, first of all, is love. So if you're a star seed, you're a love seed. And if you're a love seed, you need to understand that love will always bring about togetherness. The combining energy of star seeds is so powerful. That is why love seeks to combine star seeds. Because star seeds are most love beings. That if you are not loving as a star seed, if you are not expressing love as a star seed, you have a chaotic life. A very it's and if you keep on that frequency, you can kill yourself. You can transform yourself back to source because source will always take itself back when it is not in line with all that can exist because that is what causes death. It needs to purify itself. And the more we learn to love, the more we express love daily. Some people will be like, this one you're saying express love daily. Do you mean I should become a slave? I should start sacrificing myself. I should start I should start doing no, just because you learned today by chance of listening to me that you are love does not mean that you should become a hypocrite. No. Love, you need to understand that love is the highest level of feeling good. That is why it is the highest vibrating body because anything that feels good is in high vibration, and anything that feels unfavorable, right? is in low vibration. Why? Because the more its love feels good, the more it shines. The more it shines, the more it increases, the more it vibrates higher. And if you understand that it's just a tiny energy that keeps expanding, you understand that it is everything that can exist. Right? So for you to be in one with love, vibrating at the level of love, you have to increase your vibration to the point of you are one with love. Sorry for the background noise, but I can't help it. I wish I could. I can't help it. I don't live alone, and I'm a squatter, a humble squatter. I'm a humble squatter that hopes one day. No, I not really a hope because I've seen myself, you know, in a space where in my own, I'm standing in my own, and it's my twin flame. So I know it's just about a matter of vibrating to that point where I am in one with that happening that has happened. It's a happening that has happened, right? That's what I call it. So, love that we exist in sent me to you, to itself, which is love, because you are love, you are a star. Yeah, that's love that is shining. That's what we call a star. Shining consciousness is what we call a star, and love is a star. So, a star seed, if you're out there, a star seed, if you're listening to me, a star seed, if you come across this video, a star seed, you need to feel good. And that's why love would always bring about feeling good. Love is good. Love is God. God is good. It's a good feeling. So when I say love, I'm trying to tell you, feel good. Feel good. That is all love is. You can't be expressing love every day and you're not feeling good every day. I'm not trying to say you should go against who you are. That is the whole point of this pure love community. That is the point of pure love network of states, of every love feeling good, because we are all love. And the union of star seeds would increase the collective love, would increase the collective individuals feeling good. Because I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I love my haircut. It's I feel it fits me well. And yeah, I still like to cover my scalp from sun. That's why I leave this part to grow. But yes, love is feeling good. This is the highest level of feeling good. You can't use material things to replace it. You can't use buying a car to replace it. You can't use being in a relationship to replace it. That's why all is vanity. All is vanity only because nothing can replace love. That is what makes all vanity. You cannot use those external things to replace the feeling of love that can only be from within. And that feeling is called the kingdom within, because that is going to be a different topic. kingdom within him, because it's a very deep topic. It's something you come to understand when you constantly keep that positive vibration. Because if you are always feeling good, you understand love more. It comes to you because it loves to love. That's why I love love. I love to love. I love to feel good. I love love. I love everything about love. I love all of existence for love. And I love my twin flame like crazy for love. It's not my twin flame that makes me love. It's love that makes my twin flame. So it's love that makes my twin flame exist, right? Because my twin flame is just an expression of that same love that I love. So I love love. And thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for flowing through all, for animating all that is, all that can exist. So when we understand that, honestly speaking, love is not weakness. Love is source. Love is what we call source. When we say source, source wants you to be happy. Source, that source is love. It's the fire that is birth create. So it's the fire that births creation itself. And because it's fire, it's what shines. Like, do you know fire illuminates a whole place? That's why we see it as shining stars. Just like they say the sun is the smallest star, right? You can't go near the sun. It's burning fire, a living fire. Like, that's why if you understand that dragons live in fire, you understand that dragons live in the sun. Yes, dragons live in the sun because they breathe out fire. Their inside is the same mechanism. It's not like us that inside is soft tissue and juicy and gooey and all that. Their inside is fire. To bring out fire from inside you, you must have fire within you. You don't bring out fire from inside you without having fire within you. It's not possible. And that's why their skin glows in fire. It needs fire. They live in the sun. Dragons live in the sun because it's what is, right? So love is everything. And that's why I seek the expansion of love, because the expansion of love means an increase in love. But the thing is, our present society has turned love into dominance. We think loving someone means dominating, or I don't know if we turned love or replaced love. There are so many misconceptions that has crippled love. We live in a world that taught us power must come from control, from wealth, or force. But the truth is, the only thing that gives power is source, and source is internal. It is the unshakable current, and it has always been love. Like, somewhere along the line, human beings just forgot about it. But tonight, we remember, and I hope and pray on your free will that you brood over these very words of mine and find why you need to understand love is who you are. If you are out there and you're doing anything at all to feel good, if you would wear a clothes at all, you're wearing that clothes to feel good. You're wearing that clothes because you need to feel good. You need to keep warm. You need to feel good. You cut your hair like I did my to feel good. Because if I didn't cut my hair, I'll be sensing the intensity of my ADHD on my ears, rubbing my against my ear and around my neck when you know, and it's that intensity of I need to feel good that made me cut my hair. And I didn't even cut it with my money because I couldn't even afford to cut my hair. Can you imagine? Because I'm not independent yet. I'm still depending on my sibling at this age because I'm a 2 year old. And the thing is, because I work out now and I look more muscular than everyone around me, right? The average man thinks we are the same thing because I pass. No, actually, before I started passing, I lived looking androgynous. I could pass, I had that face that you could tell this is a guy, right? Even in my passport photographs, I had that face, but the more I live seeing that, only you see who you are for who you are. Nobody can really see it as good as you do. And so I look like the average guy out there that works out, that is muscular. But only 2 years ago, that's this image that couldn't be possible, right? And because that couldn't be possible, I'm not the same with everybody else out there. I have a different depth of understanding of how women are being treated, how they are being oppressed, because I didn't really pass in physical appearance, even if my face, because of my chest then. But now I keep working on my chest, and my chest that would once move when I move differently apart from my movement does not now move at all if I don't move. And that's a blessing to me. Like, I'm glad that I've gotten to the point where the possibility of me having a tight chest as firm as possible already exists because I'm only just remembering it clearly. Right? I'm getting to the point of understanding that it is who I've been in existence presently. And that's why love needs to remember our source. Because source is love. And this source is what keeps flowing through our nostrils every single time. There is no time that you are not breathing. That's why you say, let everything that has breath praise the Lord. It has to. It has to give thanks for love flowing through us. Because if you don't give thanks, it means you are not grateful. And the truth about it is, on if you focus on being grateful, you lose sight of negativity. You lose sight of what you lack. Because that's what is the opposite of love. If you're either expressing love or expressing a lack of love. And love is a present state of being. If we need to remember love, we need to always feel good. So when I'm saying go out there, love, feel good. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying feel good because you exist. Because that is what makes you valid. That is what makes you worthy. Love doesn't exist without an intention. That is what makes love powerful. It is always intentional about love is always intentional about all of itself. All of love is intentional by love. The very first time love expanded, that we call the Big Bang, it had an intention, it had a story, and it has always been going towards that story with everything that can exist. So if you are there thinking that there's no intention of your life, you have no purpose, it's a lie. You are very intentional by love be existing. And love would always feel good. That's why if you find yourself in a relationship, if you find yourself in a relationship and you don't feel good, it is not the will of love. You have to feel good. You need to feel good at all times. And you cannot let anybody define that for you. The forgotten source is love. That's love. It is the most powerful thing. It is the only thing that can change anyone in this world. Love. I talk about love not because fear doesn't exist, because I want each and every one of us to shift our focus from love, from fear to love. And when I mean from fear to love, I mean if we are not presently expressing love, we are expressing fear. There's no two way about it. You might say, I'm bold, I'm courageous. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for animating all there is. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for animating all that can exist, for flowing through us, for giving life to all that can exist. Thank you. And the truth is, if you are not expressing love in your present state, if you are not feeling good, you are expressing a lack of love. And you always know a tree by its fruit. The fruit of feeling good is it does good. The fruit of feeling good is that it seeks for others feeling good. When you feel good, you want others to feel good. It's something about love that is rooted in our core, that is rooted in source. And source is love. Yeah, source is love. So if you want to love, you have to feel good. For love is feeling good. Love is the highest level of feeling good. And you can't be expressing love and you're not feeling good. That's just the truth. You can't say you express love and you're angry. At that point where you're angry, at that point where you despite your neighbor, at that point where you seek to pull somebody down, at that point where you are expressing any form of lack of love, you are not expressing love. You are expressing fear. Even when you think I'm bold, I'm courageous, I have big biceps. You have big biceps, you have big muscles, you are strong. But what are you doing? Are you expressing love? Because love is the real power. This you see is not power. Muscles are not power. Love is the power. Love is the strongest that can exist because love is everything. Muscles are just an expression of the will of love, how resilient, how relentless love is. So when you walk out and you find someone is muscular, it is the expression of love. That energy. Energy is love. When you say energy can never be created or destroyed, that energy is love. This is love that gives energy. Every someone that is depressed, They look as if they are drained, they are so tired, they can't do anything, they don't want to do anything because they are lacking love, they are lacking feeling good. So you can't be saying you are love, you are strong, you are love, you don't fear, right? That's the meaning of it. If you say you are not afraid, you don't operate on fear. You are saying you are love. If you are saying you are strong, you are saying you are love because love is strength. Love is that strong, right? It is the strongest thing that can exist. So if you are saying you are love, right, you can't be expressing a lack of love because love is a present state of being. If you are saying your love, you seek to express love because love is an expression. It has to be in the present state of feeling it. You have to be feeling good presently, not that yesterday I was feeling good. Yesterday you were loving, but today are you loving? Are you loved today? Are you feeling good? Because love is always going to be a feeling of awesomeness. It's blissful. It is the intensity of that constant feeling good that becomes bliss. That's why they say live in bliss. I'm blissful. I'm always love. So my days might be challenging. I might have trials and different things coming to me, but it doesn't stop this breath from flowing through me because once this breath stops flowing through me, I can't have any chaotic day. Once you don't have breath flowing through you, there is nothing like a chaotic day in your life. There's nothing that can exist when you can't exist. You can't have friends that can exist when you can't exist. You have to exist for your friends to exist because it is your friend, it is you that give them energy to exist. Just like you give your reality energy to exist. And love is everything. I can't stop talking about love because love is never enough. You can't talk about love too much. That's the meaning of love is never enough. Because love is never too much. So it's never enough. Because the more you talk about love, the more you get to understand it is more deeper than you think. It becomes wider each time you dive deeper. Like you keep diving deeper and you see that there's no pit. That's why science can never find the beginning or a end of existence. They don't know where it starts from or where it ends. It has no end. It is infinity and beyond. Sorry. It is infinity and beyond. That is what love is. Love is infinity and beyond. And society that turned love into control, into dominance, into saying power is more powerful than love. It is love that is power. Like, how can you say power is not love? That's how the misconceptions go on. We say wealth is not love. Like, we change the collective, sorry, we have changed the collective meaning of love and replacing love with the expression of love. Because money, wealth, power are all expressions of love. And we can't keep doing this to ourselves. It's called hurting ourselves. If you think you are only important because you have a car, that's a lie. What makes you important is love. It is intentional of making you exist. It is not what you think you possess or have achieved that makes you important. It is love that makes you important. Every knowledge comes from source, and love is source. You cannot know more than love. No, all this education you think you are learning can never be higher than love. Never. So, right now, everything I know can never define me because they are all generated from love. Anything you think you can ever know out there, whether you are listening from any part of existence, anything at all you know can never be higher than love. Because love is where every knowledge springs from. Because source is what every knowledge springs from. Love is where every knowledge springs from. Because source is where every knowledge springs from. And love is source. It is everything. It's not when you understand it that it starts being everything. It is not if you choose to understand it that it starts being everything. It is always going to be all that is. As long as you feel good is the aim of what you do, you bow to love. That's the truth. You feeling good is the aim of anything you do. You are bowing to love. As long as you do anything to feel good, if you get power to feel good, you get wealth to feel good, you have achievements to feel good, you build mansions to feel good, you everything you do to feel good is bowing to love. And so it is impossible for love to be less than anything that can exist. Anything at all. Anything is love. Everything is love. Love is everything that can exist. It is the fire burning in me consistently that keeps me coming out to connect to you. That one day you welcome this information that love is trying to connect to you. That you remember love is everything. Nothing can be above love. And that is why you can never use anything to replace love. Never. You can never do it. And I'm not angry, I'm just saying it because that's the fire. Love is a fire of its own. It gives you energy. It's what makes me walk out. It keeps me pumping. Mm, that is love. It's who I am. It's what makes this exist. Infinite intelligence, thank you for animating all there is. And love is infinite intelligence. Thank you for flowing through me. Thank you for flowing through my nostrils. This infinite intelligence flowing through our nostrils. That is love. That is love. Love is spirit. Love is breath. And you cannot understand it if you don't understand love. If you don't open your heart to love. Love loves you. It loves you to exist. That is why you exist. It is intentional about you. It is only that can make you worthy. It doesn't want you to think that you need to do anything to be worthy. That is why you exist. Because you are worthy. You have always been worthy. Always been worthy. So it is not some piece of information that you receive that makes you worthy. Or some achievements you think you got that makes you worthy. Or the new car you bought that makes you worthy. Or the new jacket you're wearing that makes you worthy. Or the nice haircut you have that makes you worthy. No matter what it is, the only thing that can make you worthy is love. For love is everything. And love is all there is. It is the fire of existence. It It is the frequency of existence. It is that which flows through us, through our nostrils, that I call infinite intelligence. Love is infinite intelligence because love is everything. There's nothing that is not love in expression. And love would always feel good. And I can never say enough of love because love is everything. Love would always be everything. Today you think, ah, they've come again. Love, love, love. What is love? Love is you. Love is me. Love is all that exists. If we can see love is all that exists, what would war be? Nonsense. We won't be able to sense it again. We would not understand why war. Like, why war? War is an escalation of conflict. It is not being able to live harmoniously with another that escalated to love. That makes one think that you can barricade and separate yourself from anybody else. How can you separate yourself from love and exist in love? How? How? Just how? How do you want to separate love that holds everything together? Nothing can separate love. Nothing outside love. Inside, there's nothing outside love because love is everything. See, that is why if we understand God, use God to bet all that can exist, all of creation itself. We understand that it is pointless thinking that there can be any escape from God. That is love because love is God and love will always be everything because God is everything. The only reason they say God is everything is because it is impossible that there is a space or a place that God does not exist. And why is this? Because God used God to bet all of existence. God is not like man that use what he sees around him to bet existence. No, God used God. He said, when there is light, that darkness that came light is God. Everything is God. It was itself within itself, creating itself from itself. Yes, love is everything. So if we stop seeing God, if we don't see God different from love, then we understand why they say God is everywhere. God is sees everything because it is everything. It can only see everything because it is everything. There's nothing that can exist. It can see everything, be everywhere, see everything, feel everything, know everything because it is everything. It is itself expressed in itself, by itself, with itself, through itself, intentionally. That is the thing. It is always intentional and makes you exist and me exist. It makes you valid. You are more valid than you can imagine. You are the validity of God. And the pure love network of states seeks to remind us that why war? Why war against each other? Why? Why is love fighting itself? Why? What is the gain when your nature is to feel good? And it only comes by healing, individual healing, collective healing. Can we become one in love, one with source? Because love is source. There's nothing else but love. Everything is love. Everything is always going to be love. The day you understand it, the day you'll be so happy to tell everybody that love is everything. Just like as I am. because love is everything. And this is why love keeps pushing me to tell you, wake up! You love! You're love! You are love! You are love! You are love! And it's not when you wake up that you become love. You have always been love. You would always be love. And you can't let anybody define you because you are love. That is what defines you. You see, the world I picture, the world that keeps coming into my consciousness, is a world where everything is love, where every corner, every sign, every space, we we help ourselves to remember love by ingrading, carving in different, creating different symbols, signs of love, saying you are love, you are love. Love is all there is. Love is the highest level of feeling good. That we remind ourselves daily that we need to feel good presently or be presently expressing a lack of love. And you can't be expressing a lack of love. Sorry, my legs are not good fold. I have long legs for some reason. And my knee keeps killing me if I fold my legs. So I think I'll stop folding them. Most, well, I'm tall to myself, right? And I go every day, so I can't really say I have a particular height. I want you to feel love today. I want you to daily embrace feeling love. I seek that you embrace feeling love for love's sake. Because love is beautiful. Love is the power we are all given. Because the truth is, there is no power that can exist that is higher than love. Everything exists within you. By now, I hope you can understand that there is no principality and power that is above love. And if you understand there is no and power above love, fear disappears. It fades into the abyss. It doesn't exist anymore. You don't want to control. You don't see power as what defines you. You don't see wealth as what defines you. You don't try to force because you understand that love is free will and free will is love. Love is free will. To always want you to understand on your free will. It's never force you to understand it. And the remembrance has to feel good. That is why it's feeling good that makes you grow in love. There's nothing more than feeling good. Like if you're a baby, if you're an infant and you don't feel good, you will die. It's the same thing for us. If a man is sick and he doesn't feel good, he will die. But it's not just about a physical feeling good of body. It starts with feeling good emotions. Those are emotions that are coming from your core. That your core trying to interact with you. Infinite intelligence, thank you. Thank you for animating all that can exist. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for love. Thank you that love will always win. Thank you because love has won. Thank you that everybody will go to understand that love is who they are. And because love is who you are, you need to love. You can't work against your nature. You can't work against your nature. You can't. You can try to, but it's going to take you to a different spiral. that you wouldn't want to find yourself in. Love today. Give love a chance. Love loves you. Thank you, and I'll be with you another day. I take every chance I get to come online when I can, just to pass on the message that love keeps pressing in my heart, saying, I should tell you you are loved because love is everything.